Hey you guys, it's Rachel here with Senza Tempo Cane Corso. So, I'm sick if you can't tell. I don't know what it is, but I'm sick. I have bad news about Velocity. We are not going to be able to breed her this time around. She, basically, her heat cycle isn't conducive to breeding. Her estrogen levels got too high and caused, hey, come on, Velocity, caused a really mild form of hyperplasia, which it's not like what Midnight had. What Midnight had caused a partial prolapse. What Velocity had did not cause that, but it did cause significant swelling to the point where you can't, where natural breeding could not take place. And so we were hoping that it would decrease by the time that her progesterone levels were, come here, Velocity, were at the appropriate, I know, sweetie, we're at the appropriate level, but unfortunately they have not. Come on, no, where are you going? I could do artificial insemination, but I just decided that this time I'm not going to. I'm just going to give her a break and see if they, if it happens. If it happens next time, we'll go ahead and we'll do it because you don't want to skip multiple heats on a dog, but you can skip a heat every now and then. And so I'm just going to go ahead and skip the heat because, like I said, there are some risks associated with breeding a female that is doing this. And I'm just playing it safe. These dogs are risky enough to breed as it is. The last thing I want to do is do something that increases increases the risks. And so I'm just not going to do it. Our puppies are still here. Oh, hey, Jet. Our Trinity puppies are still here. They're 7 weeks old. They're doing really good. He's sitting behind me. No, Preacher's in my room crying because he can't have Velocity. I would show you what it is about her, but I feel like it would probably get flagged as inappropriate. Yeah, because people are weird, but basically what it is so what happens when a dog goes into heat is that the estrogen levels, they increase to the point where it causes the tissue in the vagina or in the yoni, I should say, to swell, which is why when a dog is in heat, that whole area swells up. And that's completely normal. And then as the heat cycle progresses, those hormones subside and it gets smaller. And that's whenever typically the progesterone level, come on, girly, is low enough or is at the optimal range for breeding. Velocity, come here. And so, anyway, so, hey, Mamie. So anyway, I know, honey. You're your baby girl. So anyway, so what happens with hyperplasia is that the estrogen levels go so high that it actually causes abnormal swelling, and it swells up to the point where so basically it's like, you have like a tube, right? It's like a straw or a hose. And then the male needs to be able to enter into the middle of that hose. But what happens with the hyperplasia is it swells so much that it goes like this. And nothing can get through at all. And so now a vet can go in and manually get through it, and you can do the breeding. But it's not safe for a male dog because it can damage him, because that area that is swollen shut like that is where, so males have basically these, it's I forget the technical term for it, but it's basically a locking mechanism. And it's this area that swells up into this area here. Well, I can't show you on her. And it prevents them from being able to be disconnected from one another for about 15 minutes. So the area in which that function takes place in a female that is going through this type of cycle is so swollen that it would be impossible for that functionality to take place. And you run the risk of hurting the male or the female in that process. Hey, baby girl. Hey, baby girl. Can you say hi? Can you say hi? In the case of Midnight, hers was so bad that it actually caused the swelling to partially prolapse. And prolapse means that it was starting to exit we'll call it the yoni. So the actual lining of the yoni began to exit the yoni. And it basically looked like a ball that was kind of halfway hanging out, which is extremely dangerous for the female because of infection, and also oftentimes they don't know what it is, and so they can self-mutilate, self-harm without knowing what they're doing. And so hers was not, oh, you're going to get beat up, Velocity. So Jet, Velocity, leave the cat alone. So hers was not that bad. But like I said, so there is a small percentage chance, not a guarantee, but a small percentage chance that when that happens, that if you do breed the female, there's a chance, because the hormones are acting up, that either you could have issues with the pregnancy or you could have issues with the labor. And what can happen is the hormones can go wild at that point, and you can actually have a prolapse during labor. And for those of you that have watched Dr. Pol, you know that is not something you want. You do not want a yoni prolapse during labor. So I have, two options. I can either take that risk, breed her, and then suffer the consequences if in fact that happens. Or I can not let her do a 6-month break and try again next time, and and then be good to go. So, oh my goodness. So So anyway, so I've decided that that I'm not going to take the chance. I don't like to take chances with my dogs. Preacher, cut it out. And so for that, I think that's no, Preacher's in my room crying and my Mortigan's outside crying. So I've just decided that it's better safe than sorry in this particular case. And so we're going to go ahead and we're going to skip this heat cycle. So when it's all said and done, we probably won't have any puppies for about 6 months, which is what I've been telling people. I've been telling people 6 to 9 month waiting list on a puppy out of us right now. So that's kind of where we're at. So I figured that I would let everybody know, kind of give you guys an update. I've been kind of MIA lately. I have not been feeling well. I have a really bad cough. My daughter wants me to get tested for the you-know-what, but I'm not going to do that. And so anyway, I'm not going to do that. So I've just been really busy and really tired, and it just has not. I don't know why. I had watched this thing and somebody was like, I don't know why people think that like 2020 is like a thing. You know what I mean? Like everybody thinks that everything's just going to stop just because it's, 2021. And I agree with that. My 2020 has not stopped yet. And so
I keep on saying that it's not going to stop for until 2030.
yeah, which is horrible. But yeah, it is what it is. And so I'm not going to tempt fate. I'm going to take it easy. I'm going to, because of, the help from all of you guys and my Patreon members, I'm not, financially reliant upon selling puppies. And so it's nothing to me to just take a break. So if anything, it'll give me more time to get good videos out for you guys of us going out and doing stuff with the dogs and more behavioral stuff and all that good stuff. So hope you guys are having a good day. Just wanted to give you guys a heads up, little lesson there. And hope you guys have a wonderful evening, and I'll talk at you later. Bye.